Chelsea Handler backs the writers' strike, saying, "We're all in this together." The long-running comedian, television host, and best-selling author has made a career out of pushing the edge and bringing her frequently no-holds-barred humor to audiences all over the world. However, with the start of a strike by members of the Writers Guild of America seeking better pay and benefits at their jobs on Tuesday, Chelsea Handler sees this as no laughing matter. "I'm also a member of the Writers Guild, so of course I stand in solidarity with all of the writers in the WGA, demanding more equity and fairness, as well as all of the profits made at their expense," Handler explained. "So, yes, I am a strong advocate for every member of the WGA. The WGA is seeking $429 million in total compensation hikes for members per year, with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers opposing with an offer of $86 million per year so far." Handler stated that for this strike to be resolved, some sort of negotiation must begin, adding that the non-responsiveness of film and television studios will not suffice. "What must be done? People should be compensated more for their efforts, and they should be able to see the fruits of their labor. People must demonstrate that it is not a big problem to inquire how many people are watching anything and to have solid data so that people may be given credit where credit is due. There are several demands on the list, but I believe everyone simply wants to be treated properly, and it is again another example of corporate greed." From her seasoned career as a writer on her own talk show Chelsea lately to her most recent stand-up comedy special Chelsea Handler, Revolution on Netflix, I was curious about Handler's thoughts on our changing world of video streaming, which is currently dominating the entertainment landscape. "There's just so much out there now," Handler said. "There are so many programs to watch, and to some degree, that diminishes the quality of a lot of it. We're in a change in switching from linear to streaming. Basically what's happened is all of these streamers are absorbing each other, and we're going right back to the same model we had to begin with, which is 3 or 4 major networks with commercials." On May 10th, Handler will be in the Denver, Colorado area to headline Series Fest, the award-winning international festival and non-profit organization dedicated to championing emerging and underserved voices in episodic storytelling. With her upcoming live stand-up performance at the iconic Red Rocks Amphitheater, I wondered what interested Handler in wanting to close out this week-long festival. "First of all, the venue and I like the event a lot, and they just simply asked me. It wasn't something that I had to think long and hard about. I was about to launch my tour, so this fit in perfectly with Denver and that market, and too many friends of mine, too many musicians have performed there and told me how incredible of a venue it is." With Handler in the midst of her nationwide comedy tour, she said that she is a lot more present these days within her live stand-up work. "I've learned in my life when you focus on one thing at a time instead of 18 things at a time, I think your integrity of work levels up. You go out there, you have thousands of people paying money to see you, you want to make sure you're available to them and put on a great show. You don't have time to be in a bad mood, you're there for everybody. It's a good responsibility and I like it. I enjoy it much more now in this stage of my life than I did when I was younger." Being now an experienced leader within the stand-up comedy space, Handler said she takes on her elevated role seriously, and is not somebody who is irritated by the fact that she has to be politically correct or speak up. "I believe that comes with a responsibility. When you have a big platform and you have a big voice, you better make sure you know what you're talking about, and you better make sure you're sticking up for the people that need representation." Circling back to the current writers' strike, I concluded my conversation with Handler by asking her what message she might have for her fellow WGA members, who are out picketing across the country right now, striving for their demands to be heard. "I'd say we all support you," Handler remarked. "This is a team effort. Let us work together to ensure that the needs of all WGA members are satisfied. Let us stand together. No one should waver. Instead, we should all make it clear that this is a serious matter and that we will not leave until certain needs are satisfied. Period."